Hello everyone, Southside Stacker here, and I'm going to review the 2018 Silver Equilibrium. The Equilibrium is a 1-ounce silver coin series produced by the Pressburg Mint for the island country of Tokelau. The series is meant to demonstrate the harmony between technology and nature, and this is the first release of the series. So let's dive right in. So we're going to start with the reverse. On the reverse here, we have an effigy of Queen Elizabeth II. Lettering that reads Tokelau, Elizabeth II, Equilibrium, and 2018 in, I guess, regular numbers and Roman numerals. On the obverse, we have a yin and yang symbol. Let's call the top one yin. So on the yin symbol, we have a tree with its branches spreading. And on the yang symbol, we have circuitry lines spreading in the same exact fashion. Lettering that reads $5, 1 ounce fine silver, 999. So let's dig into the features a little bit. All right, so on the camera, this coin looks like burnished silver on a mirror background. But to the naked eye, it looks like frosted on mirrored. So for the sake of the camera, I'll just say everything is burnished. All right, so we have an effigy of Queen Elizabeth II here with a floral arrangement in the background representing nature. And we have circuitry lines behind her representing technology. There's also a balance scale over here. That balance scale, either half of the diamond, also has representative patterns of technology and nature. But the strike is not that great, so I can't really show it off. You can kind of see on the right side those little dots representing technology. But the images that are supposed to represent nature are very faint. You can kind of see them there, those little patterns. But it's not that easy to see. And it's also not easy to see with your eye either. So the first thing I'll say about this coin is it's a very poor strike. Another reason I'm going to say it's a poor strike is because most coins with a mirror background, if you've ever seen any of my coins, you'd notice you'd be able to see my fingerprint lines very easily. This one, not so much. So I think there wasn't enough pressure struck on this coin, and a lot of details were missed in the scale and the queen's hair. Look how it's kind of like melted into each other, and you can't get those fine lines, a little bit in the face as well. I just think there's a lot of missed opportunity on the coin as far as the strike goes. On the edge, both borders, the inner circle here and the edge of the coin, have these little divots. I'm going to call them divots because I don't want to call them holes because they don't go all the way through. Really good. This is like the best thing of the coin. And the circuitry lines, I didn't get into that a little bit, but I'm just going to show you what that looks like close up. Really good. And the edge, read it of course, is very smooth to the touch though. So that's the reverse, technology and nature. And on the obverse, we have the yin and yang symbol. I'll let you breathe that in for a little bit. All right, so at the top, we have the tree. Pretty cool. You kind of see the leaves there. Same problem here. I don't think the strike is good enough. I expect a little bit more fine details here for the leaves. And for the circuitry, same as well. I expected the lines to be a little bit more defined. I say this because I've seen the proof version, or at least the images for it, and the proof version does a very good job of attention to detail. And I'm not sure if this is because it's not the proof version, but we all know when there's a proof and a regular bullion version that the details aren't missed. The only difference is the finish. So I'm not impressed with this strike here. But I do like the design. The yin and yang symbol, the tree, and the circuitry are the same exact shape. The lines go out the same way, representing that harmony. It is once again frosted on a mirrored background, but on the camera it looks like burnished on mirror. Same divots around the edge. Looks really good. Yeah, this coin is being sold for $6.49 above the price of silver. And that's a little ridiculous. One, it's ridiculous because, I mean, the premium, come on, $6.49, that's almost half the value of silver right now. But also, $6.49 for such a poor strike is outrageous. For example, the Korean, the Comsco metals, the Shiwoo, Shanwang, and all those metals that come out of Korea, those have like $9 premiums, but those strikes are fantastic. You're paying for that strike. This one here, this seems like a very lazy job or a poor job. Another thing I want to show you, these faint lines here on the right side, very faint circuitry lines near the border of the coin. This should have been struck with much better detail. Same thing goes for kind of this floral arrangement to this border as well. Kind of losing focus here. I'll zoom out, you'll be able to see it. But I expected much more detail from this series, from this coin, from this mint. This is my first Pressburg Mint purchase, and I've always avoided them because of their premiums, and their coins don't really look that good, if I'm being honest. And this will be, you know, my first coin of this series and the last of the series and this mint in general, if I can't see any better examples of their strikes. So with that being said, I rate this coin a 3 out of 5. This is a really cool design. Terrible execution, especially for the premium that's attached to this. But really good design. I like the idea of the harmony between technology and nature. It's a shame the queen has to be on these coins because it kind of takes away from enjoying the series. You know, it's not a bash on the queen. It's just, you know, it takes you out of it when you're forced to throw the queen on coins. But yeah, this terrible detail in the scale here, the diamond of the scale, the detail in the queen's hair and her effigy in general, and the faint lines. This here, I'm gonna have to give it a 3. I think it looks all right, but it doesn't look good enough. So I'm gonna leave it at a 3. So yeah, hit the top right of the screen. There's gonna be an eye. Let me know how you would rate this coin. And that is the 2018 Silver Equilibrium. I'm Southside Stacker. Don't forget to like and subscribe.